I tried to fight her and she put me in the streets. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Game Skates today and only today. That's right, I am here with something very cool. I got to play all a Street Fighter 6. Alright, I got to sit down. Thank you for Capcom for flying me out and all that stuff. But I got to play all Street Fighter 6, the characters, campaign stuff for a couple of hours. And let me tell you, it's time for us to dig right into it and all this. I'm excited. I'm happy. Let's go. I do want to say, by the way, I'm a little sick. So if I look, all fucked up, it's because, I'm sneezy and shit. It's not my fault. It's your fault somehow. But yeah, Street Fighter 6 is finally on the horizon. We're about what, a month away from the release of the game now, and obviously there's been some betas, there's the demo right now, but I got to play the full roster of the game. I got to play some cool campaign stuff of the chapter 3 and some of the side modes. So I'm very excited to tell you about everything. First of all, man, just again, you guys have all seen it, but playing it, bro, the presentation is so fucking good. I'm talking about the vibe of the game, from the music to the quick menus to the quick, to the character select screen, having, a banger theme, to everything just being fast, snappy, from rematches to, the flashy finishers at the end of attacks and everything. It's just like everything about this game feels flashy, quick, and just presentation-wise, just one of my favorite games already. Like, it nails everything. It gives you that almost that Persona 5 feeling where, like, everything just looks stylized, so it just makes you more invested to do shit in the game. And I love that. And the game is so quick to get you in. I mean, you start with a quick tutorial running down, the mechanics of the game and all that stuff, and it's so good. I do want to preface this for people watching that I am what they call casual competitive, right? I'm someone who likes to play the game competitively, but I'm casual as shit. I'm just doing little combos. I just like the flashy attacks and moves, so I'm playing this, I think, the way an average person would play it. So don't expect, high level gameplay from me or anything, which, I doubt most of y'all are playing well, but it's gonna be fun to at least talk about. First thing I want to talk about is characters. Now, for this, I wanted to play some of the characters that weren't in the beta that have been announced that people would like to know more about, just to get into it. And of course, I gotta start with Cammy. A lot of people are excited about Cammy and all that stuff, but one of my OG mains as well. I am so happy with Cammy, right? The gameplay style, quick as hell. She's got all her, her lightning arrows, her specials. She feels fast-paced. She's fun. She's like exactly how you would picture Cammy playing in the old days, but again, in that Street Fighter 6 style where she's just fun, frantic. She's got sick specials, and I felt like with her movement style, again, there was obviously a lot of options. You do your flips in the air, into your kicks, into your spiral arrows, and just I love playing Cammy. It was the character I kept going back to, and this is the character I think that I'm going to main alongside probably Luke and someone else that took me by surprise, which is DEEJAY. Oh my god, bro, let me tell you about DEEJAY. This character shocked me. I fell in love with this dude because at first I saw him, he's just looking cool, he's looking stylish, but man, when you play him, he's doing these crazy fast punches, he's dancing around in his attacks, his fucking specials are fire, his finisher where he's like signing, your little autograph when he beats you in a fight, it's just so fucking good. I love characters that are like fun, fast, and stylish, which is why I really felt for him. And obviously, like I said, I was loving playing Cammy. I kept going back to those two, especially, Cammy, quick pace, fun, that style, all kicks and attacks, and then my boy DEEJAY with the big punches, big hits. It just feels good, man. I was so happy with DEEJAY. I also got to try Manon or Manon, whatever her name is. She's, French ballerina lady. I like her. She's cool. Her whole moveset, like I said, is very, ballerina attacks. So she's doing fun little grapples on you, little moves, and she's fun. Not a character I would probably gravitate towards, but her movements felt very, not quick pace, I would say like normally paced, but it's not a character I think I'm gonna jump back into, but I can see why a lot of people would have fun with her, and I feel like she's got cool combo potential, especially in a game where we don't have, Armika's. I feel like in a weird way she's kind of like the Armika role. I could be wrong or stupid, but I don't know, I got that feeling from her. But Manon, fun. I'm cool with Manon. Another character that surprised me was JP. JP is really cool. He reminded me a bit of V from Devil May Cry 5, where a lot of his stuff is, you kind of stay back, you put up these, projectile type moves, these crystals that spawn in the back of the enemy. You could spawn them from the ground. You could do all these cool moves. And like the character, even like I was able to go in close, close to the enemy and do some cool attacks. So very fun character. And I feel like it's one that's going to be very much a bitch to deal with competitively, you know, because like I said, I was having fun with the character and I was doing shit that I could deem annoying to some people. But yeah, I had a great time with the character, and like I said, very stoic, very cool dude. Like I said, I factor fun and how cool the character is when I play. I got to try Blanca and Chun-Li. I've never been a Blanca guy, but if you like Blanca, he definitely plays like Blanca. Chun-Li, super fun as always. Zangief, you know, kind of, again, not my character, but I know why people like him. Ooh, and Marissa's really fun too. Again, I'm just not a heavy fighter kind of person, but Marissa, Zangief, you know, fun. They do their thing, they do their big attacks, their big strong moves, killing you, pushing you, do what they gotta do, and I had a good time with him. Like I said, not too much on him, wouldn't probably play them on my own, but yeah. Oh, there's also Lily, who's one of the newcomers. I wasn't too big of a fan of Lily. Now, probably maybe because it's not my play style, or I didn't get into, you know, the moveset too much, but fun character. She's got her little weapon. She can, you know, like fly towards you, do these cool spin attacks. Maybe it's a character I gotta, you know, lab more with, but wasn't too big of a fan of Lily. So if you were excited for this character, you know, maybe she's gonna be good, but I cannot guarantee that for you. I played a bit of my boy Ryu and some of the other characters that have been, you know, in the base game and demos before, but I try not to spend too much time with them because y'all know how they play. But yeah, overall roster wise, I think it's a great selection. You know, I think for me, I'm gonna gravitate most towards Luke, Cammy, and DJ. But everyone else, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna fuck with really much, you know, that's kind of disappointing, but also, you know, that's kind of Street Fighter. You kind of gravitate to a few characters you really love, but characters play really wildly different. But hopefully, you know, DLC is obviously gonna come along, and hopefully the good thing about the game is all the characters do play very differently, that there's gonna be a lot of cool matchups and scenarios. Now, obviously the combat itself has all the stuff, you know, with the drives where you're able, you know, you can parry stuff easily, you know, to help newcomers. You could do, you know, the slow-mo hits to each other. There's a lot of cool ways to do damage effectively. The specials look raw as hell, as they should. You know, listen, I can always forgive your fighting game in any shape or form if you got cool special moves. If I'm seeing dope finishers, dope finales, even dude, the end screen prompts for the characters when they win a match, that is so satisfying. I love stuff like that, and it makes me happy, and like I said, presentation, gameplay, speed of matches, just so fucking good, and I just can't wait. I also got to fuck around with arcade mode a little bit. I got to try Ken and Lily's campaigns up to a certain point in the demo, but yeah, obviously the way these are laid out is the way you would expect it, but I was very happy with it. You get some beautiful art, you know, from the usual Street Fighter artists, with some voice acting in there. With Ken, obviously we're seeing a bit of the origin story of what went down, bro. Why are you a fugitive? I didn't get to see the end of it, but they give you a bit of context for it. Even for Lily, you know, gives us a bit of, you know, history on where she's from, what she's trying to do. She's a bit of an explorer. She just wants to see the world and to see what's popping, see what's going on. But like, the art is so good that, again, like I said, it's a lot of times it's the satisfaction of just wanting to get to the end of it and see what you get. But you do your typical fights. You're going around the world, and stages, by the way, awesome. I love the stage select, how many cool stages there are. It felt like there was a really good variety of them, and they felt lively in the backgrounds and the music and all that stuff. But the most important part of arcade mode is you can beat up a truck, and that's all I wanted. All I wanted to do is beat up the truck, and I did that, and I'm very happy. There's also the fight ground thing where you're able to do like special condition matches. So there's stuff like, you know, you could do 2v2s in there. You can have modes where, you know, there's an enemy item spawning on the map. Like there's the ones from Mega Man, the little plus dudes that run around the field. There's one where you have to do a certain move set to win the match. Like there's a lot of cool little arcadey fun Smash Bros type stuff in there for the casuals. And I think that's what I love so much about this game, right? It's just, it has everything. Like, it feels like it gives a shit about, you know, competitive players, casual players, and everyone. Any reason you want to jump in the game and play it and do something, you can. You also, again, you have your trading mode where you're able to do, you know, various combo trials with the characters. You can also, you know, all the nerdy stuff where you see your frame data and all this in the trade gallery. You guys can have all your nerdy stuff. I didn't want to spend too much time in there, like I said, because I only got a few hours of the game, but it's there. For all of you people that want that, it is there for you extensively to see what's popping. By the way, a small thing I don't like about the game that I hopefully gets solved is the character select screen. It has that problem Smash Ultimate has where like it takes like a few seconds for a character to render in because they look cool, like they're just kind of chilling, vibing, doing cool activities, but because it's their full render in HD going in there, they take a while to spawn. And sometimes that's like, you know, I'm like, come on, I just want with a game that has such a snappy, quick UI, I want to be able to see everything. And also like just we've seen it, but props to just the screen where, you know, they're starting the match and like you're seeing them, you know, go, yeah, yeah, and you're seeing the crowd hype them up and everything. I love all the little details there. Next thing I want to talk about was the campaign. I got to play up to chapter 3 of the campaign. I know obviously what's called the demo, I think, allows you to play chapter 1, but yeah, campaign, you've seen a lot of it, but I gotta say, man, I am thoroughly impressed with this thing. This thing is so... It's like Yakuza and GTA if it was a fighting game, right? Like you go in this city, right? You have, you know, your phone, you're running around, and what I adore about this is you could just square up with anybody in the streets. Like literally anyone in the streets of this game, you can square up against. And it does have a story, you know, you're a character creator thing. I kind of just whatever. I want to get right into the game, so I made a default looking dude. He looks ugly. Don't worry about him. And obviously, yeah, you start with Luke. He teaches you some stuff. You get some cool cutscenes, but you were thrown into the campaign right away. And what's cool, like I said, it feels like GTA in a lot of ways. There's a shop where you can buy different clothes. There's side quests you can do that remind me of Yakuza. Again, you square up with everybody in the streets. And I think what I love is it felt rewarding. Like I was leveling up. There's skill trees. You could choose different styles. So very basically, like when you do Luke's quest, you like master his style and you get his moves and his battle set. Or I met Chun-Li, you know, and then when I did her quest and her stuff, I got her style, you know. So you're getting a cool story. You're unlocking fun stuff. And while the combat isn't, you know, optimal for learning the game because you're kind of just going to be button mashing and doing crazy moves, it is super fun. And the Yakuza feeling of the game comes from stuff where, you know, you're fighting these people with box heads. The dialogue is very silly. It feels like it's not taking itself too seriously. But what's cool is, again, you get character moments. You know, you get to spend time with Chun-Li. You get to spend time with Bosch, who's in there with you. You get to spend time with Luke. Like, you get to know the characters, and I can't wait to see more of it. I can't wait to do more of the side quests, side activities. They're very simple, very fun. I loved running around that world, you know, and it's like, it's just gonna be something that obviously, you know, fighting game campaigns, you kind of play them and finish the game, but I feel like it's gonna be cool to jump back in because I think the DLC characters are also gonna have those characters go into the campaign world and have some. So I would love if the campaign sort of like takes you almost around the world and constantly gets updated and gives you a reason, because the character you make is gonna be something you use, you know, whether it's in, you know, the main fighting ground hub, you can fight with people in there. So hopefully there's more reasons to go back in, but I was very happy with the campaign from the 3 chapters I went, especially like even area was. And I love also how instant the fights are. Like anywhere you pick a fight with someone, it instantly like switches the camera to 2D where you are and it starts the fight. So very happy about that. And yeah, that's the time I spent with Street Fighter 6. Got to play the characters in basic one-on-ones, got to do campaign, got to do arcade, and man, I was already excited for Street Fighter 6, and I think a lot of you are in general, but I cannot just understate how much fun I had with the game. And it was that thing of like, the time flew by. I was there, you know, and it just felt like, you know, all the hours just flew, and I'm so fucking excited for this game. And I haven't been excited for a fighting game like this since what, maybe like, I don't know, Dragon Ball FighterZ or Smash Ultimate. You know, it's just like everything about it is so fast-paced, it's fun, it's stylish. Like, this is what I've wanted from a fighting game in so long. It feels like I haven't had that fresh feeling in a while. But man, like the fact that when I finished that, I was like, no, I need to get back right in there. I want to do training, bro. I want to play with my boy Rio. I want to play with my boy Luke. I want to jump in with more Cammy matches because she's hella fun, bro. I want to play with my boy DEEJAY in there. I am so happy with the state of the game. I'm so happy with how it plays, and I'm very excited for next month. And like I said, I really don't have any issue with the game except some of the character choices that don't really appeal to me. And like I said, some small stuff like campaign, maybe, you know, some character models look a little weird. But aside from that, man, just style, presentation, music, gameplay, world, we are about to get one of the best Street Fighter experiences, fighting games in a long time. Content complete and everything. So guys, let me know what you think of the gameplay I showed you today. Let me know if you have any questions and all that. I'll talk about it on my other streams and all that stuff. And thank you all for watching. You're the best. Peace out.